Hello, and welcome to the Let's Examine Addiction Honestly podcast. My name is Charles, and today we will actually be touching on resources for episode 10, Losing Friends Through Sobriety. And please let me know if it makes more sense to put this with the episode. I actually didn't think about putting it with the episode when I originally did it, so I wanted to add this website. If you're outside of Michigan, please Google and search for your own resources, but for Michigan, this is called, the website is mi211.org/grief. And this goes over grief and bereavement resources and services, which for addiction is extremely helpful, honestly. And this website actually goes through essentially the whole array of different losses that you can take in life, such as hospice care, burial and cremation services, loss of a child, veteran services if you lose a family member who's a veteran, counseling, support groups, substance abuse issues, mental health crisis line, crime victim pages and resources. And outside of these resources, I also suggest therapy. I'm a huge proponent of therapy. It's helped so much. You don't have to get all emotional and cry during therapy or feel like you're giving up too much information. Please, if you think it could help at all, just know that there are resources out there. And you don't have to do virtual if you don't feel that that protects your privacy. You can go in person. You can try it out. You can go one day and see if you like it. You can go to different support groups. I'm essentially trying to start a support group at the Legion where I am a member of to get people together to kind of talk and just have somebody to bounce ideas off from, which is kind of what I have done through therapy. But therapy's, expensive, and you have to try to find the one that's right for you and try to find a therapist that's right for you. And I'm not a big fan of the one-on-one, but I do love talking to people who are going through the same thing as me, because I know therapists have a lot of resources, but from what I've had an experience of, they've always had their own personal beliefs and their own agendas, and it's always been super hard for me to really be myself in there. With my last in-person/virtual one, who I moved over to virtual one before I realized that he was kind of preoccupied, I did feel like I made a lot of progress through things. Maybe even not just addiction, but also parenting and stuff like that. I was able to bounce ideas off from him. So it's not all emotional. Please look out for different resources. If there's something you haven't tried, please do. There aren't even just therapy. There are different kinds of therapy. There's such as art and music therapy. There is the EMDR, I think is what it's called. There's cognitive behavioral therapy. There's all sorts of different things, all sorts of different groups. Please look out for different things that you could be interested in, because if you haven't tried it and you can try it and it's not going to break the bank or make you miss bills or prevent you from eating this week, please give it a chance, especially if it could help you in some way. So I just wanted to provide this resource. If you have any other resources that you can think of that this site doesn't touch on, and even if you're outside of Michigan, you can come look at this and kind of get a feeling for different opportunities that are out there for you where you can actually get solid help and get an idea of where to look. Because honestly, for me, a lot of my life, I've been completely lost on what to look for. I know we have Google and all these other search engines, but a lot of the time they have so much information that you Google therapy and you're flooded with about 10 billion different items, and they only give you like the top ones that they want to give you. So you're in a sea of different ideas and never know what to do. So please look out there for resources. And if you have any, please email them in. I would love to get more ideas on things to do. This was one that I could find last night that I felt was a safe bet, where it gave you a bunch of different resources. You can come in and no matter what you're going through, this website has a lot of different things that you can look over. So again, that site is mi211.org/grief, and it gives a whole bunch of different ideas on things that you can try and resources that you can gather to get through whatever you're going through. Just know that you are loved, you are cared about, and no matter how hard it is, you'll get through it. And if you've never considered it, honestly, get a pet. If a cat, dog, if you've lost somebody, losing a pet is hard. I've lost 3, and it doesn't get easier, but they do make a world of difference. So please workshop things, try different things, make sure that you are taken care of. You are loved, you do matter. Everything that you're going through has some sort of solution. It may not be the best solution, it may be hard to get through, but know that you will get through it, and there are things out there for you. So as always, thank you so much for listening. Please email me at letsexamineaddictionhonestly or theleahpodcast@gmail.com with any feedback, ideas, or stories. And let's help each other figure this out, especially if you're going through loss while trying to stay sober. Just know that you don't have to turn back to the bottle or whatever drug you were going through. There are other options. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. And remember, as Alan Watts said, you are under no obligation to be the same person you were 5 minutes ago.